Lose weight without exercise. It is actually possible. We're going to show you how in just a second. Here with how you can watch the weight fall off just by changing your diet is Blend Bodywise weight loss contestant Melissa Mickey. Hey, great to have you back.
Thank you, thank you.
So I have to ask, we've been a couple weeks into the challenge now. How are things working for you?
Things are going good. They're going good. I haven't lost a ton of weight, but I do feel like I'm getting a little fitter. I'm a little stronger. I'm sore.
Okay.
So.
Soreness. I know he always talks about after the workout, you're usually pretty sore.
Yeah.
But one thing that's really important, as I just mentioned, is your diet and what you're eating. That is just as, if not more important, than the exercise that you're doing. So you're going to share a healthy and very tasty recipe with us today that you guys can incorporate at home. So what did you bring with you today?
Today, I was going to do bunless burgers. I've got sweet potatoes, and I make them a little bit differently than, you know, sometimes you just nuke them or you make them like a baked potato, a little differently.
You have a fun spin on it.
I do. And my family loves it, so that's good because you need, you know, alternatives. You need different things that you can do. So you're not always eating the same thing every day because it gets monotonous and it gets boring.
So you say the family loves it because you have two kids. So you've got the kids on board with the sweet potatoes.
I do.
Okay, that's a good sign.
Because they're kind of like French fries. We bake them in the oven, and we'll give you all the instructions on that. And it's really easy. And then also I've got broccoli, a different way of making broccoli. It's not super exciting, but... But it is
good,
different.
Though. Any way you can dress it up. Well, while we're chatting, we've got one burger here. I'm actually going to just get this in the pan, so when we're chatting, it's going to be cooking.
Perfect.
But you bunless burger. Why did you choose bunless, and why sweet potatoes?
Right, we do bunless. Okay, so one of the things that Mike was very strict about, and I'm going to go ahead and start chopping the onion. That's how I make the broccoli. Basically, what he says is he wants us to do like 6 small meals a day, and 3 of them are our main meals, and they consist mostly of a protein, which is going to be beef, it's going to be lean beef, it's going to be turkey, chicken, fish if you like fish. And then you're going to have that with basically an unlimited amount of vegetables. I mean, you can limit it. But, I mean, how many can you eat, really?
If I start weeping here in a moment, forgive me, because onions always make me cry. I can't. We did an experiment one time to chew gum. I should have brought some gum while you're chopping. It's supposed to hold back the tears.
I did not even know that.
Anyway, that'll be for next time.
I was making something with onions last night. My son, my 4-year-old, was insisting on helping me, and he started to tear up. Poor little thing. He was like, my eyes.
Little gunner.
Anyway.
They smell good, though.
Yes, they smell wonderful. And I personally love onions. I'm sorry, I feel like this is really loud.
No, it's okay.
So I chop them up, and then the first thing I do is I heat up this little pan. This is how I do my broccoli.
And we've got some olive oil in there,
little olive oil in there.
A little smoky, but that's
okay. Sorry about that. It's been heating for a little bit. I usually do, it's probably a couple tablespoons, maybe 2 or 3. I just eyeball it, but you guys at home, if you wanted to measure it out, you probably put about 2 tablespoons in there.
Okay.
You're going to go ahead and dice up your onion. At home, I have one of those amazing little chopper doohickeys.
I love those.
So this is like, how do I do this?
I can't cook without them.
Right?
So you're getting those cut into smaller pieces. You're going to saute those.
I'm going to go ahead and saute them. Ooh, or fry them, whatever.
Or burn the host. You didn't get me at all. I'm just kidding.
God. Do we have like a little thing I can stir them with, or do we have to do this?
We've only got about 30 seconds. So let's get the onion in there, and then what are you doing next?
I'll run you through it. Well, what I do with the onions is I just basically brown them first, okay? So you want to get them nice and like, not quite browned, but translucent. And then once that's gone and they're done cooking, I actually turn the burner off.
Okay.
I break up my broccoli into little bite-sized pieces. And then once this is, like I said, once it's translucent, I throw these in there and I turn the heat off, leave it on the burner, and I put the lid on for about 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then what you want to do, it's basically to your liking. So it kind of almost steams them. So they're a little crunch to them, but they're definitely cooked. And then I douse them in garlic salt.
Okay, and then touch on the sweet potatoes. I'm going to grab some here. They look delicious.
Yes,
I'm going to plate these while we're talking. And you bake these, right?
I did bake them. So the first thing I do with the sweet potato, I'm going to go ahead and bring this one over here so you can see how I cut it. First I have one. I've already cut this one in half. You cut it in half lengthwise. Then once you've done that, you're going to cut it in half lengthwise again.
Okay.
And you're going to go ahead and you're going to make little like 1/2-inch cubes, something like that. If you do them too big, see how they're like
they cook a little faster that way too.
They do, but if you do them too big, you might not cook all the way through when they're in the oven. So you definitely want to have them small. Then you go ahead and I know it says one thing on our little list here of how to make it. I throw them all in a little bowl. I douse them in olive oil, and then I put them on a pan. and I sprinkle them with garlic salt usually.
Whatever your flavor is. Looks so good, smells delicious, and I hope you guys learned a little something about swapping, you know, the calories, but still tastes good, right?
Yes,
so you got a healthy meal, but it's still really good. So we'll have Melissa's recipe online. Thank you so much for taking the time to share it with us today. And for more, you can head to our website to get more on the recipe and what she made for you guys today, fox4morningblend.com.